Hello everybody and welcome back to Pionero Capital. So I said in the previous video that I would only return to this game if there were kind of major updates to it, and there has been a major update to it, which means we are now able to get our own property within the game. So we're going to check that out because we were unable to check that out in the first 5 videos I did on this game. So we're going to check that out today. So if you've missed the first 5 videos, go and check that out because there's a lot to this game. I went and did a whole map exploration. We've got our own business running. There are side jobs you can go and do, like delivery jobs. We went cutting down some trees. There's all sorts of stuff going on. So go and check out the first 5 videos so you're all caught up with what this game is about. For the rest of us, we're just going to have a look at the update today. So we will get our own property later. The port has been overhauled more visually than anything else at the moment, but there are some facilities that have been placed that will come into the future of the game. The Horizon Auto has opened up there, though. So the supercar manufacturer or seller that is over there is now open, so we can go and get ourselves a fancier car. I don't think I'll be able to afford one, but we'll go and have a look later at some prices anyway. The office, I think, has been visually upscaled a little bit. We've got dynamic weather now. So we didn't really have weather, I don't think, before. We just had a day-night cycle. We now have weather. So sometimes it will rain. Sometimes we've got a nice sunny day. Sometimes it might be a bit misty or cloudy. And because we are in a cold climate, we can get snow as well. So we will occasionally get a snowy day in the game as well. The property computer has changed. So we'll have a look at that when we get back to the office. As well as the skill tree and all of that stuff as well. But we'll look at that later on. There are some variable price differences as well. So we're selling stuff. If I just quickly bring up the business on my phone, we're selling the book, for example, for $240. And as you can see, the market price for books has gone up 17%. So I need to raise my prices up a little bit. So we're going to try charging $2.92 for books and see how that goes. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. Also, the other prices in the game have changed. So all of them have been divided. Don't know what's going on with the car there. All of them have been divided by 5. So before, when we used to come and get a coffee, it used to cost me $35. So it should now cost, hopefully, about 7. There you go. But now all of these are much more affordable and much more realistic, aren't they? So we'll have a coffee, please. I'm going to chug this because we've got absolutely no energy left whatsoever. There we go. So we've also got another employee we can get now. We've got a delivery employee, so we're going to go and hire that person in a moment. In fact, actually, we'll do that now. We'll head back. There are some new items we can start selling as well, so we'll have a look at all of that. So we'll head back and do that, and then we'll have a look at the property later on. So we'll just see what's changed on the working side, and then head back to the property, or go to the property, I should say, later. So also I noticed the vehicles operate slightly differently than they used to. The best way I can describe it is it feels a lot heavier to drive now. So there's not so much twitchiness. It's like you can really mash the stick. I mean, you can still slide it. You can really move your stick, your control stick, before anything happens. There's a person in the floor there. But yeah, you can really move stuff around and not sort of fly off the road. So it's the vehicle just feels a lot heavier now. There are more vehicles in the game as well. Just driving around, so there's a lot more traffic and things like that. You haven't seen up to this point in the series. That is our van parked out the front there, that yellow one just there. This is my van I do deliveries in. It's parked out the front. Right, so here we are in here then. So this has been changed quite a bit. So we've got Marco here. We're going to get another employee in a moment. So if I go into the computer... Unfortunately, the computer still doesn't work with controller, so everything I just did there is fully controller support. You can drive, do whatever outside and things like that. But when you come into things like this, this particular thing is mouse only, or it seems to be for me at least, but generally works better with mouse anyway. So make sure if you are playing as a controller, make sure you've got your mouse handy. This has basically just been completely rejigged from my last video on the game. All of these icons at the bottom just correspond to these ones, so there's nothing extra down here as such. It's all just here. But there might be further down the line. But I think this is a much better layout than before. Works a lot better. It's a lot smoother as well. So if we go into licensing, I've got 7 business points to spend, which is quite handy. So we can get our delivery employee, so we'll acquire him or her. We can also get some extra products now as well, so you're not as limited as... So before we just had... Was it just we had the books and the sneakers and that was it? I think that was it, wasn't it? We've now got headsets, which is new. We've got flip calendars, we've got dartboards and drones. And of course, obviously in the full game, this will get really added upon. I'm sure there'll be many, many, many more things as well. This has all been color overhauled as well, I think, so you can kind of navigate around quite easily. So let's get ourselves... Should we get some headsets? See what they're about. So we'll have a look down the port and get some. I don't think we need to do anything more with the server access or electric. I don't think. Let's hire the employee. That's not in licenses. That's in hire. Hire. So we can now hire Kenton. If we hire Kenton, we'll have to drop his locker down. That'll do. And where is Kenton? There is Kenton. So Kenton is our delivery employee. So if I've got an order, I can now give it to Kenton, and Kenton will take care of it for us. Just like Marco, if I tell him to go down to the docks and pick up some stuff so we can box everything up, he will go and do that. Kenton works the same way. I don't know if I've got any orders we can try him out with, though. Let's see. We've got... If you're wondering why I just waved in the air there, that's because I pressed the wrong button. Gabriel. So Gabriel wants 3 sneakers. Pin order. Right. So I've got 3 sneakers on me, as you can see down in my inventory. Let's just have a chat to Kenton then. So if I swap items with him and give him 3 lots of sneakers, I should then be able to assign an order to him. Somehow. There we go. Assign order. Gabriel. Delegate selected. So he should now go and deliver to Gabriel, and off he goes. Now, does he just despawn and arrive there? Or does he actually go? I think he just disappears and finds Gabriel, doesn't he? So he goes off and does that. He'll send you a text message when he's finished his task. He also, and Marco as well, they both send text messages when they arrive to work. They work from the hours of 6 a.m. till 11 p.m., I believe. So they are limited in what you can do, but I mean, they work most of the day, don't they? So it's not too bad. And like I say, they'll text you when they've finished. They'll text you when they get to work. And in future, you will be able to send them a text message to get them to do things. So if I was driving to work, for example, if I'm at home and I'm on the way to work just before I leave, I could send them a text message saying, hey, Marco, go and get some stuff from the dock. Hey, Kenton, go and make a couple of deliveries for me. And they will go off and do that via text message from wherever I am, rather than me having to come to the office and tell them what to do. So then by the time I get here, they're already up to work. That sounds quite good. So I think what we'll do is we'll have I could send Marco to the dock, but I think I'll drive down to the dock to show it to you, and we'll pick up some stuff for some headsets, and we'll have a look at that as well. So also, with your employee, just while we're on that topic, your delivery employee will eventually be able to take the van. So that has been confirmed now. Before, I was just sort of surmising that was going to be the case. It is going to be the case. So in the future, he's only got like a 48 kilo carrying capacity at the moment. If you give him the van, obviously he can take the van, and whilst in the van, he can obviously make more deliveries. So you can make sure you've got plenty of vans for your staff. So we'll take the van down to the dock, I think. Then we can stack up with a few things. So we've now got business level 5. That's now pinged off the screen on the left. So I'm assuming he has made his delivery. He'll probably send us a text message at some point. Maybe when he gets back to the office. There we go. Delivered on time. He got a 3-star, Big Kenton, for his first delivery. Not too bad. I'm just going to drive through this junction because it looks a bit chaotic. Don't know why I've got a waypoint set. I'll have to sort that out. Also, the map is really small in the top left corner now, and I don't know why. So he's just messaged again there, bottom right, you saw. That basically means he's ready. I'm here, brought the stuff. So he's available now. So if I need him to do something else, he's available. That's what he's saying there. Yeah, the map is really small, and I don't know why. It's kind of weird that the map has gone very small. I don't think it's supposed to, because all the other icons are sort of where they used to be, and it used to fill that entire area. But it's not too much of a problem. Right, so this is the new dock area then. So at the moment it kind of looks very much the same, although this was all like under construction, I think, and it's now been finished. It's quite a cool little detail. There is a lot more traffic around here. I don't think there are any cars, in fact, driving around here. There are now other vehicles driving around here all of the time, as well as people walking around as well, so it feels a bit more alive down here. So there are some other facilities. I don't know where they are. I'm assuming things on the right-hand side here that will play into the game later on. So maybe some of these things will be able to grab things to deliver from them or deliver to them. I don't know. There might, who knows what's coming there. That's all it said. But here is Horizon Auto. So these are where you get your better vehicles in the game. I don't think I can afford any of these, or even if I can, I want to save my money because I'm going to show you where we're going to live later.
If you've got the cash and keep things quiet, I can get you in before the cars ever hit a showroom.
So Ian, who's been stealing cars from shipping containers, will sell them to us for 26,000 is the cheapest, 130,000 is the most expensive in the demo. The Vortex, which is the fancier of all of the cars, not a McLaren, that is $310,000. So you do have to save up to get some of these. But they are quite nice. I mean, that Roider there, that's kind of like the newer version of what I'm driving, I think, from my personal vehicle. Yeah, so they're not too bad, but they are pretty expensive. You can have them in multiple colors, and they've all got the same sort of stats as the cheaper cars that I showcased in other videos. But there are some nicer vehicles we can come and get from here. All right, let's go and get ourselves some stuff. In fact, actually, just before I do, why on earth have I got a waypoint on here? I do not need a waypoint. How do you get rid of the waypoint? How do I get rid of a waypoint here? I can set a waypoint. How do I get rid of it? There we go. Got rid of it. So I don't think the map has changed. I think the map is exactly the same. This is where we go, and this is where we're going to live, Nate's Motel. He actually sent me a voicemail. I'll play it to you in a second. He's got a room. It's a bit weird. You get a room at the motel, but you can do it up. But obviously, that's kind of just showing off what you'll be able to do in the future. But I'll play you his voicemail, actually. If I can get out of there. Let's play his voicemail for you. My controller has just reconnected and disconnected. It's been doing that a lot, unfortunately. Right. Messages. Where is he? Nate. Let's have a listen to Nate.
Got a room for you at Nate Motel. It's out past the city line. Prices are low because I don't do fancy. Don't go poking around the closed doors. Just bring some body heat for the bed. See you when I see you.
So that sounds really promising, doesn't it? That sounds like a room for us, doesn't it? Yeah, that's where we're going to be living. I've just actually disconnected my controller. It's nothing to do with the game. The game is perfect with the controller. It's run out of charge, so I plugged it in with USB. And I think the USB is starting to get a little bit old, and it keeps just reconnecting and disconnecting. It's been doing it even before I came onto the game. So we're going to play this keyboard and mouse from now on. We'll just leave it running, I think. So I'm able to run this on much higher settings now. I mean, I was running on pretty high settings before, but I had to have shadows turned off. I no longer have to do that. It has all been fixed, which is really, really nice. Why is Camilla the only one here?
Care to take a look at our catalog?
I will take a look at your catalog, but you usually have somebody right next to you as well. Oh, you just come to the one person now. Oh, the other guy lost his job. We've only got the one person to speak to now. So we'll have some headsets. We'll get... Should we get 6 of them? I don't know how many to get. We'll get 6 of them. We'll also then get 6 boxes. So we've got 2 versions of the boxes now. Ink bottle, we'll get 6 of those, and we'll get 6 adhesive sheets. I don't think I need that many ink bottles, actually. Can't remember. But that should get us going. So we'll take these headsets back and then get them boxed up and ready. And then we'll do a delivery as well, because the deliveries, I believe they talk to you a bit more now when you're making deliveries, so we'll experience that as well. Don't need to put them in the back. I've got plenty of space on my person. Yeah, I quite like the new handling to the vehicles, to be honest. We've got a light out on the back of the van, I think. But yeah, I quite like the handling of the vehicles now. It's a lot better now that it's a bit heavier. Possibly in some cases too heavy, and I don't know what's going on with the suspension today of the van in particular. Potentially too heavy in places. Maybe a little bit more rotation would be nice, but it's better than it was. I will say that. He was stopping for nobody, was he? A pickup? What on earth are you doing, sir? Alright, so I've run out of energy now, or almost run out of energy, so we can only walk. So I do need to get some food. Which we'll do, because I can take that back to our place. When we get our place, I can take the food back there. We can do some cooking. We could do it here, but we'll just do it there. So let's make some more labels, because I can do that. In fact, I've already got some pre-made. That's handy. I didn't even know I got that. We've got also some sneakers here that we've pre-made as well. So I'm going to shove these over here, because I can't carry everything. Alright, so headset. Start production. Well, let's make some headsets then. So this should be exactly the same as before. And it is. So this is, at the moment, I think this is the same for all products. Just pack them into there. So we've got those. If I grab those or claim them, we've got them on us. Let's see if we have any orders. Probably not, because we've only just started doing them. But also, I need to set some prices of the headsets. So the headsets, we're charging $352. Market price has gone down quite steep there, 19%. So I'm going to lower my prices. To $296. We're over market there. We still make 179 profit, but that should hopefully promote somebody to actually buy one from me today. We do have some other orders though. We've got some sneakers, books, 3 headsets. Here we go. 3 headsets. It is a bit late in the day. They don't like it when you deliver at night, so we'd have to wait a few hours anyway. That's fine. We can go food shopping, because I've got these on me anyway. I don't need to take the van. So I might take that to Harper. So we'll pin that order. But we're going to go shopping, I think. We'll go food shopping. So I think I've shown everything there is to show in here. The one thing I didn't show you, I don't think in my video so far, is the electric meter here. So if you come here, this it tells you what you're kind of doing here. So you're generating 58 watts. We're consuming 58 watts. So I think that basically helps you keep on top of whether you need to upgrade or not. But at the moment, we seem to be bang on, so we're fine. It looks like you can turn power off as well, so maybe at some point there'll be, I guess, a charge for electric. So maybe it's better to sort of turn your power off from time to time if you're not here. Alright, let's go food shopping, because I think the supermarket should be open. I think it's a 24-hour supermarket. It might not be, to be honest. Some places are only open certain amounts of time, but you think the supermarket might be a 24-hour one. Let's go and find out. So you can get energy by doing a couple of things. So you can either get energy... This road is very dangerous. Why do they keep swerving at that point? On both sides of the road. Weird. Yeah, you can get energy by sleeping, which is like the most, the easiest way, I suppose. Just sleep. But otherwise, you either make your own food, so you can cook it, or grab a coffee. So the supermarket is here. I'm just noticing it's not actually on the map, which is weird. Didn't this used to be on the mini-map? Have they taken this away? I hope not, because this is where I was going to come and get some food. It looks like the supermarket is no longer here, unless it's because it's closed. It could be because it's closed. It's just not available on the mini-map. I'm hoping that's the case. So in my previous videos, you can come in here and grab food, and then you take it back and cook it, and they give you more energy than anything else does. But at the moment, I kind of get the feeling that that's either been taken away temporarily, or it's just not available because of the time of day. It's probably the time of day. Can't even go and do a delivery yet. It's too early. We've got another minute to wait. So what I'll do, I think, is I'll wait and kill this minute. We'll do this delivery, and then hopefully either the supermarket is open, or if not, we'll just go and get some coffee or some donuts or something and get some energy back that way, and then we'll head over and do the property. Okay, welcome back. It has gone past 6 a.m. now, so we should be okay to make this delivery. Still pretty early. I don't know if we'll annoy somebody here by waking them up, but let's find out. Ring the bell.
Coming. Just give me a moment.
Coming, just give me a moment. Okay. Got a response. So I think they greet you now when they actually come outside. There we go. Not so much. I didn't really notice any difference there, other than the fact they said, coming, I'll be there in a moment. There are your 3 headsets.
Thanks for the quick delivery. I'll see you next time, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely will. Thank you very much. Bye. So yeah, they do talk to you now. I'm sure sometimes they'll say different things than that. That's all that's changed there. Right, the supermarket still hasn't popped onto the map here. So I'm guessing they've taken the supermarket away from some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it wasn't functioning well. Who knows? But at the moment, I can't get any food from the supermarket, which is a bit of a shame. So we'll go to the coffee shop instead, because they look like they're open. And I need some energy. So that's a bit of a shame. I think it must be coming back, because you can still buy things like ovens. I think. Oh, no. I tell you what, we almost lost it there. Stuck in that the map menu. I was just making sure I was going the right way. I couldn't get it off the screen fast enough. So we've got some unclaimed paychecks as well. You have to go to the bank and sort that stuff out. We are still getting lots of orders on the bottom left, but I'm just showing you some other bits and pieces rather than doing that today. Right, we're going to need a lot of stuff here because I want to get some good energy. I'm fed up of walking around everywhere.
Here's the list with our coffee and other items.
Thanks, Liam. I would like, give me 2 coffees. Actually, give me 3 coffees. And then give me... Which of these do you think is going to give us the most energy? Surely this is going to give me the most. I'll have 3 of those as well, please. You would think so, wouldn't you? Right, let's eat this. Drink these coffees. I didn't actually have enough in my inventory, did I, to get all of those? I don't think. This is working enough, though. If we can get over 50%, we should be fine for the rest of the video. There we go. 64%, and I'm sure he's feeling probably quite unwell, actually, after downing 3 coffees that quickly and eating so quickly as well. All right, let's drive over and see what this motel is about then. So where do we go here? We are here, turn around, follow the road out. There it is. So if you're interested in the map, I did a full map exploration in my last video. I went around every part of the map, a full drive around just to see what's about, potential for things to come. I did actually find a business that, well, it looks like a business that wasn't ready yet, so if you're interested in that, go and check out my previous video on this game. Because that featured, yeah, just having a full explore all over the map, really, just to see what things we could find. If you're interested in that, go and check that out. That big city in front of you, that's not accessible yet, but I did get reasonably close to have a look from across the river, but that's going to be in the full game. Right, now how do we pull across? Oh, there is a cutout, nice. I say, how do I pull across to the motel here? There's a cutout in the road. Right. Nate's Motel. See what Nate's got to say, shall we? Hello, Nate.
Want me to show you what's open if you care?
I would, actually. So, motel room. We can buy this for $1,388, which we'll go ahead and do that. So we've now got ourselves somewhere to live. I think now I've still got a bed in the office. I don't think you can do that now. I think they've taken that ability away. So if you were starting the game, I think you would have to come here. Whereas I've still got my bed. I don't think that's an option for the future. We'll leave the car there. Right, so this is where we live. Now, unusually we can do this up, which would be a very weird thing to do in a motel room. Paint the walls and change all the furniture. But we can do this. But this is going to be kind of giving you an idea of what is to come in the game in the future. So you'll be able to get properties and have them exactly as you want. So decorate it as you want, have the stuff in it that you want. It's going to be your base. So we're going to experience a little bit of that right now. So I think I can just get rid of some of this old stuff. Yeah. I'll get rid of that. We get $3 for that old mattress. I don't know who would give you $3 for an old mattress, but somebody did. These are in a horrible state as well. We don't need any of these, do we? Get rid of that for $1. We'll keep the trash can. That might be useful. Get rid of that for $25. Don't know if we need this storage, to be honest with you. Get rid of that. What's in here? Bathroom. Get rid of this as well. Toilet doesn't look too bad, but we'll get rid of it. I think we should be able to afford quite a lot of stuff. It's not overly expensive. I'm hoping I've got enough cash. We'll leave the PC at the moment. Can I put that into... Oh, so you can just move it. Okay. Because I can get rid of the table then, can't I? Because I don't really like this table either. If we're going to get some new stuff, I don't want some old tatty table and chairs in the corner. We can put the laptop on it afterwards. Right, we'll leave it like that for now. Even that thing in the corner is not too bad. We'll leave it like that for now. So what do? I think we go to the PC here, which is now floating. Hopefully this still works. And this is where we get everything from. So paint catalog. So we'll get the place painted first. So principal wall. We can choose a different coloured wall. Which are all pretty reasonably priced. They're not so expensive. Even at the start of the game, they're not too bad. Kind of design. They're all a bit... that's not too... That's nice and bright. Quite like that for its brightness. They're all pretty dark looking, aren't they? So we could either have that for a bit of brightness, or that for a bit of an unusual handle. I quite like the brick, actually. Do we have that? Have that. The floor. So we've got some black carpet at the moment, or we could replace it with something a bit more upmarket. That wood goes nice. It just still feels a bit dark in here with that, though, doesn't it? Premium laminate. I might end up with the parquet, though. Not seeing anything amazing. That's a bit too dark. I don't really want what we had or the carpet particularly. I think we'll go with that. I think that probably looks the best. In here, we can go into the bathroom and do the same. These look nice. These last three kind of look okay. What should we have? I think that. Keep it bright in here. We can also, though, do the bathroom floor. A nice colour going in here. What can we have in here? Have that. Keeps a brighter theme, but to be honest with you, I quite like the darker floor. Let's have that. Light wall, dark floor. Right, so then we can get some furniture. So, bedroom, we need a bed. So we can get like some sideboard things as well. Why is that in here? Why are these in this? Oh, this is just bedroom then. So it's not just beds. There's a bit of everything in here. So I might just go for that. I mean, we could go for something, you know, crazy. I'm sure we'd love that bed. My character would absolutely love that bed. I don't want to spend all of our money. So I think I'll just go for sort of the mid-range for now. We'll place it probably where the other one was. Leave this space for everything else we might do in here. So put that there. We've already got the bedside cabinet, so that's fine. That's kind of done over there then, isn't it? Got 8 grand left. We can fill in if we need to. Kitchen, we haven't got anything kitchen-wise. Bathroom, let's sort the bathroom out. Feels like the next priority after the bed. Quite like that, actually. That's not bad. Towel rail. I'm sure there'll be even more items added as time goes on as well. Also, at the moment, this is purely for fun. Because I don't think the character, or at least not in my time with the game, the character has never needed to use the bathroom at all. Whether this means eventually that will change, and that we will need to use facilities for the character, I don't know. Should we have that there? The door swings in a bit, doesn't it? Not bad. We'll have that there, and then maybe a shower or bath over there. I was going to move the computer then. I was going to take that in with me, but I think it's actually probably better out of the way. So let's get a bath or something then. A towel rail as well, maybe. Let's get a regular toilet, $89. I mean, we could have that one for $1,000, but I think we'll just have the $89 toilet. Serves a purpose. It's clean. It's new. I can go just there. So we just need a bath or a shower then, really. Furniture catalogue. I haven't actually seen yet, so we can have towel rail, which I like. Where's the bath and shower? Do we not have a bath and shower? Am I missing that somewhere? Maybe I shouldn't have got rid of the other one. We'll have the towel rail. Maybe I shouldn't have got rid of the existing bath there. Towel rail. Have that over there, please. Go just there. Yeah, I don't think I can have a tower. Can I do this on my phone as well? Or do you have to do this on the... it looks like you have to do this on the laptop. Hopefully at some point there'll be an option to access the internet on your phone. So that we can do this on the fly. I can't see any anything there. Unless it's been placed incorrectly. I can't see anything in here that's... Yeah, I shouldn't have got rid of the bath. Oh well, we'll just have to use the sink. Just have to splash water on ourselves. It's fine, we're only having a look at this anyway. Living tables. Let's get some sort of kitchen in, shall we? Kitchen. So we'll have a fridge and a stove. A cabinet. Basically all we can have anyway. We'll have the fridge. We'll put all of this stuff. I think we'll have the kitchen against this wall. And then, like, some entertainment in this corner. We've got the fridge there. We'll move this. And have it a bit big for the space, really, isn't it? Put it there. And we'll put this stove and a cabinet or something over here. It's a very small cabinet. We put it sort of in between. The stove can go next to it. Is that the wrong way round, or... Looks like it's the correct way around, but it doesn't seem to want to go... Oh, there we go. Whoa, whoa. You have to be standing in the right spot. Oh, good, the lights have come on. That's nice. For some reason, it wants to leave a bit of a gap to the other unit there. If we have to leave a gap, fine. I'd rather not, but... In it goes. Can I now move this a bit closer? Being really funny about it. It appears not. Yeah, it's being really funny about where you can place things. I'm sure that will change in future. This system of placing things could be improved, I think. There we go. We'll just leave it where it was. It's fine. We've got a little bit of a kitchen anyway, though, so we've got somewhere to store our food. Not that I can actually buy it, unless the supermarket has now pinged into existence, which it hasn't. So I don't know what's going on there. Unless it just wasn't open when I went there. Who knows? But, yeah, we can put our food in the fridge. Then we can cook it over there, so that will keep us going. So we just need a bit of entertainment now and somewhere to put this laptop. So let's get a table. Living tables. Something decent, but not... Some of those look like something you just put your TV on. Or like a coffee table. I don't know how big they are. I get the feeling they're a bit small. We have that. Which is also quite small. That could just go in the corner or something with the laptop on it. Not ideal, but... There we go. Right, let's see what else we can get then. Something nice and comfortable to sit on. These are getting quite expensive. Don't want to sink all the money into it because there might be an update coming. So these are modular, look. So these would all like clip into each other so you could make your own design. I like that. So you could have something huge if you so wished. I think I'm just going to have something like that for 574. Because we've got 6.5 grand left, but if there's another major update to this game and I find myself needing some money to experience it, it's quite handy to have some money sort of saved, isn't it? So if we have that just there, maybe we can get a TV for the wall, and then that'll finish it off. And you've had a bit of a flavour of what you can do here. If you're wondering what building permissions is, if you're playing this with your friends, you can then obviously give them permission and they can just walk in there. That's basically what the permissions are about. They're not banned from entering. Technology. Alright, we've got some Gaming laptop, some music. Okay, these are all just laptops. I thought there'd be a TV in here. So we're just going to end up looking... As decoration? We're just going to have to look at a picture on the wall, I think. I believe there's no TV. We could listen to some music, I guess. But, yeah, okay. I don't want to spend money on that, though. Let's just have something for the wall, then. Although there is... So there's a video player here, which is weird. Is there a TV in here? Just as a decorative item? A boom arm microphone. There's some weird stuff. There we go. We've got some TVs. It's decoration. Aplex, a Samsung. Both kind of expensive, but that's a little bit cheaper. So we'll have that, I guess. Guessing I need to put this on something, though, because it's not a wall-mounted job, is it? Fortunately for me. I'll have to get a little unit for it. Right, this will be the final purchase, I think, because we're spending all of the money I have. So we'll go with... I mean, storage is also useful, so you'll be able to store stuff in here. So this obviously this becomes your base, so you've only got so much room on your inventory. So it's probably worth having some storage as well. So I'll just get a table to put the TV on. That'll do. For some reason. Doesn't want to go against the wall for some reason. Very much against going on the wall. For some reason. Options. Move. And the TV can't even go on it. For some reason. TV is not happy at being kind of placed anywhere. Oh, no, there we go. I think. It did pop up briefly, I think, didn't it? There we go. I've got it. I've got it. You have to stand on it. There we go. We've got our TV. That'll do. That's fine. So final thing then, just a bit of storage for if I do come back into the future and require it. Which I may well do. At least I can empty my pockets. Storage. I mean, that's fine, isn't it? Just have something like that. I don't like the fact that a lot of things don't seem to like going to the wall. That's fine, and we can use this as storage as well, so I could assume if I come up to this, I can then chuck some of this stuff over here and get rid of it as the rest of my food. The reason these weren't showing on your inventory, so your inventory can only show 8 things. So any more than that don't get shown on your inventory. You have to put them in to get shown at the bottom. We've got some snacks with us, and some leftover things go on there. So that is basically the update, I think. We've covered everything. I've shown you the supercars. We've had a look at the delivery employee. We've come in here and we've had a look at what it's like to get your own place and live. You've seen some of the price differences. I think that is it. Really, apart from the dynamic weather, you didn't see it rain, I don't think. I can promise you it does rain. It was raining just before I started the video. But otherwise, I mean, you know what rain looks like. We will get rain, snow, sunny weather, that kind of thing. We haven't had a look at the skill tree. This is all... It's basically the same skill tree as it was before. It's just color-coded, a bit like the skill tree for the business. So it's not changed in any other respect other than it's just a bit of a visual overhaul to that. I don't think I've got any achievements unclaimed. We're not far off a couple of them. So we'll get some extra money by doing that in the future. But I think we've seen everything the update has to offer. So I think we'll leave this one here. I will return if there is another reasonable update with something new for us to have a look at. Like this, for example, was completely new. We've not experienced this before. So if it's something like this, I'll come back. For smaller ones, I won't be bothering because I am waiting for the full game. And when that full game comes, I will hopefully be doing a series on the channel. Whether we'll be starting from scratch in that, I don't know. I would guess so. Which is also one of the reasons I don't just want to go off and do lots and lots of stuff, because you'd have to do it all again once the full version comes. So we'll leave it here. If you have enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to and joining the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you for another video very soon.